Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rahar, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and great millstone for teaching us the truth and among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world, pushing the truth and sincere and the hopeful elect. Shalom to the few sisters, brothers that are listening and doing the will of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahushai. And shalom to your household. I'm going to start off with playing this video and then I'm going to pull a couple scriptures.
Because you keep saying we, and it's like your kind of connection with the black community, but you're Cuban. Like
I'm black first.
Yeah.
I'm black first.
So
what
I
I always
ask,
tell people,
how you identify
wait, but
yourself.
are you full Cuban? I'm full Cuban.
I thought he was black too.
I know,
but I am black.
No, everyone thinks that you are like
okay,
the black lineage.
All right, let me explain how it works. This is another thing that I feel like we as black people get caught up in, that
semantics
that separates us as opposed to uniting us. We get caught up in where the ship dropped us off versus where the ship picked us up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We all come from the same root. It's just a tree with different branches. The same boat that picked up your ancestors picked up my ancestors. Only they dropped yours off here. They made a pit stop in the Caribbean and dropped mine off. Mm-hmm. But my ancestors still dealt with slavery. Mm-hmm. Still dealt with being, having their family and their lives ripped from them and having to come back from colonialism and slavery. Mm-hmm. So it's not just African Americans, it's Afro-Cubans, it's Afro-Dominicans, it's Afro-Puerto Ricans. Like, all these people got to get out of their colonialized minds and stop thinking, oh, I'm not this, I'm this. Okay, yeah, you can be Latin, but you're black first.
And the separatism that takes us apart when we all have the same struggle. We all experience 100%, the same struggle.
Because when I walk into a room, they ain't thinking, oh, we going to give him a pass because he's Latin. Yeah. Or if a cop pulls me over, he's not like, oh, okay, I'm not going to shoot him or I'm not going to beat his ass because he's Cuban. No.
So let me play it again.
Because you keep saying we, and it's like your kind of connection with the black community, but you're Cuban. Like,
I'm black first.
Yeah.
I'm black first.
So
what
I
always tell
people, how you identify yourself.
Are you full Cuban?
I'm full Cuban.
I thought he was black too.
I know,
but I am black.
No, everyone thinks that you are like the black lineage.
All right, let me explain how it works. This is another thing that I feel like we as black people get caught up in, that
semantics
that separates us as opposed to uniting us. We get caught up in where the ship dropped us off versus where the ship picked us up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We all come from the same root. It's just a tree with different branches. The same boat that picked up your ancestors, where the ship dropped.
So where the ship dropped, he said, right? So what I want to start with is going to, because what they are speaking, they have certain wisdom, but not according to the scriptures. So here you have the female that was speaking about why he called himself black. First and foremost, there is not such a thing as black, and we understand that. We use that word just to separate the meaning about the so-called Africans, the Hamites, and the so-called Negroes. That's why Esau invented that word. But we are, first and foremost, we are Israelites. We are the children of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahushai. The Heavenly Father, his name is Yahawah, and his son name, who the world ignorant calls Jesus, is Yahushai. So what she was saying, like, hey, why are you calling yourself black if you are Cuban? But we know that the Heavenly Father has separated us and it created the evil thoughts basically that we have against each other, against our brothers. Let me start off in Deuteronomy 28 and let me read this one also, 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. So all the nations are going to have a byword for us and are against us basically. And till this day they are trying to put us apart. So we keep on hating on each other. All these things is Esau's behind all these things. but the Heavenly Father allowed it because we were going off as a nation. Let me check the other one. Let me find something real quick. Against. Bear with me for a moment. Yeah, this one I wanted. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the raiment of his children, which he shall leave. So the hatred what we have within each other, there's a curse, but it's when you know these scriptures, you can apply it to your life. Then you understand, like, hey, shit, man, there's really a curse. So now you can understand, hey, I need to break this, man. I ain't supposed to look at my brothers that is in the truth, that doing the will of Yahawah that is picked out of this world and not applying with this false upside down, the world that is backwards right now, following the way of the heathens, that we are not aligned with that. So we understand when you see a brother and he has a hatred against you, he's still in state of mind of darkness. While we are walking into the light of Yahawah Bashem Yeshai, they are still in darkness. That's why you saw that female that was talking, like, hey, why you call yourself black? He's the same person as that we are. And also, listen, Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there shalt thou serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease. So there will be no rest among this, and we'll be scattered all around the world, from Japan to Australia, to Holland, to England, to America, the Caribbeans, to West Africa. All around the world we are scattered. Syria, doesn't matter. We are scattered all around the world, man. And we are going into all these idols worshipping, Buddha, Islam, Christianity, all these things what we ain't supposed to do. The Heavenly Father has said, don't do these things, praying to idols. 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall thy soul of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And that's what we always have, right? Stress in these lands, man. Having no land, having no rights, everything what they if we do something, they are on our asses. If police stops us, we need to think twice. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Deal with your adversary real quick. Don't give a big mouth for nothing. All these things we need to basically be like Superman. When we are in the highways and byways, we can take off. We basically take off the sunglasses of the looking glasses and put on the cape. But when we go to the job again, we need to humble ourselves again and be wise again. Of course, we are Yahawah, so we are for humble spirit. But what I mean with that, saying with that, like, be wise with it. Don't be angry, or just be try to be, if it be possible, be at peace with everybody. But if it's possible, if it's not possible, yeah, then don't do it. But if it's possible, try to do good with everybody, man. So 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life. And that's nowadays is lifted up, but back in the days there was no assurance of your life, man. Or you're gonna die today or tomorrow. When the slave owners wanted to basically destroy you, or the police would hunt you down, or they will hang you. All these things, there was no assurance, man, of our life. 67, in the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even, and it even thou shalt say, would God it were morning, for the fear of thine heart wherewith which thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So this is the slave ship where the guy was speaking about. It doesn't matter when you came. His people was dropped off in Cuba, or in Dominica, or the Republic, or Saint Martin, Haitian. Just to give you an example, all the islands, the ships went there, so they've been dropped off. So even they were picked from West Africa, but we've been taken from different kind of ships. You have the ships that call Jesus. You have all kind of slavery ships. So they were put on a different ship, but we still one nation. That's why it's the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why we need to make a 12 tribe sign. That's why we're standing at the camps with the 12 tribe sign, so that we can warn the people like, hey, we are the same people, only we've been spread around the world, man, on different ships. So 68 again, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, and Egypt goes into bondage. The word Egypt goes into bondage. That means in America, slavery. Because from Egypt to Israel, you don't need no ship. That's why it proves also that it went from ships to Egypt, to aka Babylon. Into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you. Nobody shall redeem you. Nobody will try to do the effort to have you back. Like it says in Daniel 9 and 12. Let me get that one also. Because here, and he had confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judges us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven had none been done as had been done upon Jerusalem. So we as a nation, the whole 12 tribes a nation, nothing happened so great as slavery with the other nations. It only happened with us. On the whole world, nothing has happened that bad with us. All the other nations didn't have all these problems, never went through it. We as a nation only went through it. So we understand, like, hey, what the guy was saying is true, man. It doesn't matter if you are Cuban or you so-called Afro-American. We all went through this, man. And the Most High is going to put us back together again, because it says it in Ezekiel. Let me get that. Ezekiel 37. Yeah, let me get that. Ezekiel 37 and 19. 16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it, for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick, and write upon it, for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companion, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. So they become like the 12 tribes, and they became one in their hand. So we don't have a separated board. We just have a wooden board with all the tribes on it. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. Jumping down to 22, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains. So one nation is going to be made of them. So the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom are going to be one nation, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And who's that? Yahawah Basham Yahushai. Yahushai is going to be King of Kings, and your Heavenly Father is above everybody. So yeah, he's the ultimate person, human being, ultimate Father. And one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations. So ain't gonna be two nations anymore. Gonna be one nation. Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. So it shows you also there's ain't gonna be dividing anymore. So what he's saying is like, hey, even y'all went through this, we went through this, but you need to look further than that. But a lot of people want to keep on staying stuck in the old, basically in the old ways, man. Don't want to educate themselves. Don't want to find out who they truly are. Not having understanding about who they are, man. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. So here you have all this knowledge that you can look on the internet, understand more things to figure out who you truly are. Hey, the Heavenly Father said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. If you don't gonna look for it, you will not find it. And if you don't ask for it in the right direction, or don't want to listen to the man of the Lord that are basically telling y'all to come back and be one nation, understand that the Heavenly Father is calling out to y'all, yeah, you ain't gonna find it, man. So yeah, that's what I wanted to bring out. So understand, like, certain things our people have the seal of the Heavenly Father, but not according to knowledge, man. So we see all these things happening, but get right with the Heavenly Father, man, and His Son. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahawah Basham Yashai Shalom.